Our faculty will try to use whatever tool or technology to help our students connect, because the realization that most students who are non-traditional, first generation, low income, they don't leave education pathways because of academics. They often leave because of life and logistics, or they leave because of psychosocial issues. They just don't feel like they belong. They don't feel seen. They feel like they're kind of out of the mix. In our place, they're seen. They know they belong. And to us, we think that helps us achieve our mission, which is bringing world-class student experiences to non-traditional working and military students. So I'm Mark Milliron with National University. I'm president of the university, and it's a special place. National University is about 52 years old, was founded by a Navy captain with a PhD named Dr. David Chigos, who was kind of heartbroken by how the sailors, soldiers, airmen coming back from Vietnam were being treated in traditional education. So he and a group of fellow former officers came together, then they created a university totally focused on non-traditional working and military students. And fast forward 50 years, we're 7 colleges and schools. So it's just kind of a neat story of idea to impact. And we're still 100% non-traditional working and military students. Our average age is 33, range in age from 18 to 80 at any one of our commencements. So it's a fun, rowdy place.
And the classes in the university are like traditional style classes, like in person?
No. Yeah, so it's a great question. So our model, because we are focused on students who like non-traditional learning models, or they're working and need flexibility, or they're in the military, they're either active duty or they're veterans, we really began innovating from the beginning. So one of the first innovations was we started doing 1 course per month. And the idea of a 4-week or a 5-week course, the idea is for a working student, taking 5 courses over 16 weeks makes no sense, because life's going to happen in that 16 weeks. And if you end up having to drop, you have to drop 5 classes. So 1 course per month is doable. It's just less cognitive load, right? You can just, because managing 1 class at a time is really easy to focus on.
And what do you feel are like some of your professional goals for you as a person, but also for the university?
I am about being a catalyst of becoming. I really love helping, in particular, more and more diverse students be more successful in higher education than ever before. So I've tried to do that work in a lot of different seats, whether it's with working with community colleges, working with K-12, working with higher ed. I did work with the Gates Foundation for a number of years. So I've worked in a lot of different sectors, but it's always been around the same thing. The red thread in my career has always been helping more and more diverse students be more successful than ever before. And some of that's personal. So I come from a family of 9 kids. I have an African-American brother, Native American brother, Korean sister. In addition to that, we had 25 foster kids who rotated through my house during the time I was growing up. We usually had about 2 at a time. But I was a first-generation learner. I mean, if it wasn't for a community college, I wouldn't be here. It actually, I bussed tables, waited tables, paid my way through school, got on to Arizona State, got 2 degrees, and then got my doctorate at UT Austin. But I wasn't completion by design. I was completion by serendipity, just like the right people showed up to support me at the right time. And part of my purpose in my professional career is to make sure more students are more likely to be successful from very diverse backgrounds than ever before. And there are a lot of committed folks that are about that work. And so, we're kind of partners in common cause. It's definitely work worth doing, which is why I love National. National is a perfect home. And our competition is not other universities. Our competition is poverty.
Would you say that due to the university having this different style and the students being busy with other things in life, are they still able to build communities and become friends?
Our faculty will try to use whatever tool or technology to help our students connect, because the realization that most students who are non-traditional, first generation, low income, they don't leave education pathways because of academics. They often leave because of life and logistics, or they leave because of psychosocial issues. They just don't feel like they belong. They don't feel seen. They feel like they're kind of out of the mix. In our place, they're seen. They know they belong. And so we try to wrap the right kind of whole human support, which is sometimes financial, sometimes academic, sometimes it's career, but it's the right support at the right time for the right student. We want students to get the family of credentials that make the most sense for them. That might be, certifications, badges along with their degree. And then it's not just credential rich. We want them to have connection rich, which means we want them to meet other students. We want them to meet faculty. We want them to meet professionals in their field. So we try to build that into the curriculum where they have that kind of interaction. And then we want to make it experience rich, because often those experiences, whether it's project-based learning, whether it's internships, civic engagement, that's what makes all the difference for students. And to us, we think that helps us achieve our mission, which is bringing world-class student experiences to non-traditional working and military students.
What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self who was about to maybe get into the community college?
Truthfully, I don't know if I'd give much advice because the experiences I had shaped me. They formed me. And some were really hard. Some of them were punches in the gut that knocked me out. Some people broke my heart along the way, but all of it taught me lessons. So part of it's like you look back in your life, it's like, yeah, I wish I could go back and fix this and fix that. It's like, no, I kind of needed that. Those life experiences that were hard actually helped form me and shape me. The main thing is just being open to the lived experience and kind of pay attention to the people that are around you, kind of more and more. You always learn and you grow. What I worry about though is if you make that kind of change early, does it screw you up later? Right? So when you talk about the advice you going back, I'd always just tell people be open to the experience and just keep learning and show up with a sense of humility and openness to the folks who can help you learn in your life. I've been so blessed by mentors and guides and friends who've been very giving. And I think if you kind of give back and try with it, it's just amazing. There are people who will cheer for your success, who will support you if you're open to it. It's just been amazing to me how the people who have shown up in my life to be really kind of transformational, you just have to kind of feed that energy, right?